Good morning, Kingdom supporters. This is Matt Boyd coming at you from Portland, Oregon, where I am starting Sojourn Church. Thank you all so much for your support over this last month, for your prayers, for those texts that I get encouraging us, for the emails, and also for your financial generosity. I sincerely mean this. Without all of you and without your support, we could not be here. My family could not be here, and Sojourn Church could not be in this process of getting planted. And so let me just start off by saying thank you to all of you. I do want to give one special shout out to our brand new partner, Providence Baptist Church in Beaumont, Texas. They actually got connected with us back in April. We started dialoguing and they joined us as a partner just a couple months ago. And what's unique about this partnership, now we love all of our partners, so please don't mishear me, but what's unique about this, and I thought it was worth mentioning, is Providence Baptist is a church plant themselves. And they've recognized from their infancy that they want to help reach harder to reach in harder areas to start churches like Portland. And God allowed us to cross paths, and now we're partnering together. They helped get our family there last weekend. We were able to visit with them, hang out at one of their outreaches, and actually got to preach a message for them when we were there, not this past Sunday, but the week before. And so thank you all so much for your new partnership and for allowing us to interact with you and look forward to the future and what this partnership looks like. Other highlights for September is we restarted our gospel community, which is where we really feel like our kind of smaller discipleship happens. We believe that, yes, discipleship can happen some on Sundays, but you probably need a different gathering that can happen during the week, and then maybe even smaller ones from there, what we call tables at Sojourn. And so we restarted that. We're looking at kind of restarting our discipleship groups now coming up in October, and so you can be praying for those as we work on getting those started again as well. And then also we started a brand new series called We Are the Church, where we are looking at what does it mean to be part of a church. I think sometimes you can be part of a church for so long you forget, but in this context, a lot of people are new to church, or maybe they're new to kind of the methodology that we practice at Sojourn. And so we're going just, what does it mean to be the church? And then what is our role that we play in that? That we don't want people on the bench. We don't want any spectators. That every single one of us, every single man, woman, child have a role to play if you're part of the church. And what are those responsibilities and what are those roles and what does that look like for us as a church? Coming up in the month of October, we have a couple different things that are happening. We have a couple different events and trainings where we're just trying to help give people next steps at every single level at our church, help them stay connected to us as a body as we move into these fall months here. And then we have our meal hosting. Once a month, our gospel community will go out and do a meal with the Portland Rescue Mission, a place called the Harbor. Some of you, if you've been here this past summer, you got to experience that with us, and it's by far one of the top things that people give us feedback on. And so we'll get to do that again this month and just get to interact with the men who are recovering from some kind of substance abuse, but who are being discipled toward Jesus and in Jesus. And so it's always a highlight of our month and one of the things that we get to do. And then we're also just looking at planning a fall retreat as a church. We're trying to figure out exactly when that'll happen, but we're still at a size that we can do a church-wide retreat where we get away for a weekend and we just get to know each other deeper, get to really learn about each other's personalities, our giftings, and so looking forward to that happening and hopefully taking place here in just a few weeks. A few ways that you can be praying for us this month. One is the space that we're gathering in. Some of you have seen it. It's great in many ways, but it has its limitations and challenges in other ways. So we're just praying for wisdom on, do we stay in this space? Do we look for a different space that'll allow us to utilize it more often and get creative with it? So just pray for us that we have wisdom and discernment in that. We also don't have any other options right now. And so if it is meant for us to find another space, that some other options would open up for us. A second way you can be praying for us, and I think we're going to pray this one to the end of time, is just for more faithful laborers, specifically people who are spiritually mature, who are pursuing the Lord. We just desperately need that. We a lot of times in a city like this, least reached, unreached area of our country, you'll get new people in the church who haven't necessarily been discipled, and so you need some others besides the few leaders we have who can pour into them. So be praying that God would raise up specifically spiritually mature people to join us as co-laborers. A third way you can be praying is be praying for our people of peace. I've got a number of people of peace. Some of you met them this summer when you were out. Even got some new contacts over this last month. Be praying for them, that the Spirit of God would draw them closer to Himself, and that there are people who are ready to respond to the gospel, that myself and the rest of us who are part of Sojourn would do our part and would be faithful to proclaim the message, be faithful to ask them to make a decision, but that God, His Spirit, is working in them and drawing to Himself, and that they're ready to respond to His gospel message of grace. thank you so much once again for continuing to support us. Thank you for continuing to partner with us. If I can do anything for you, or if I can talk to your small group or your church group or something, maybe we can get on a Zoom call at some point, please let me know. You can email me personally, matt@sojournpdx.org. It's matt@sojournpdx.org, and I would love to do that for you. Have a great month of October, and we'll be updating you at the end of the month on just what things look like. Have a great day. Bye now.